Hey you guys, I am zooming in on my fabulous dress that I rented this weekend for Utah Fashion Week. You'll have to check it out on my Instagram. It's Kelly_France_fit fashionista. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. I see Emily. Thank you, Emily. I'm excited to talk to you guys today. So I'm in my car because it's one of the few quiet places. And I wanted to talk to you about a conversation I had with my daughter last night. She is 13 and she is planning a Halloween party with her friend. And, just having some fears about it. She was worried, started doing the what if thing. Hello, thank you for joining. And where you start, my kids do this all the time. And I think we all do this, where she's like, but mom, what if they think I'm weird? Like, what if they come to the party and, they think it sucks? Or what if they think, what if they don't like me? And I just think that's a natural way to think. I think we all have those fears. In fact, I think it's just part of came from our primal ancestors who had to think in that fear-based way, because they, because we were they had to protect themselves from fear, from real things that were scary, like tigers and whatever. But we don't have to think that way nowadays. And I think we all do, but it's not a necessary way to think. And so I asked her, I was like, well, what's the best thing that could happen? Because she was thinking, what's the worst thing that could happen? And I was like, what is the best thing that could happen? And she started thinking about it, and I'm like, what if they love you? What if they think you're so much fun and they have the best time ever? And so we started kind of discussing that, and I just started thinking of myself and my fears with, just with life. I think we all have fears and in wanting to be successful with anything. And I started thinking of my own ideas. I mean, I have some, I've had one idea I've been wanting to do forever, and, it's scary. And I think what if it sucks? What if I fail? But then I always think of that quote that I've seen floating around Pinterest that's where it says something like, what if I fail? And then it says, oh my darling, but what if you fly? And that's what I think could really happen. And if we focused on what's the best that can happen, and we start focusing on those best case scenarios and instead of the worst case scenario, I think we could do so much better. I think we would have a lot more faith in ourselves, a lot more hope. And thank you for the hearts. And I just think that we could really visualize those best case scenarios. And I'm all about visualization. I could tell you story after story. I mean, this wedding ring came from visualization. That's another Periscope, but it really just comes down to if we focused on those best case scenarios, I really think that they could come to pass. And so that was just a little lesson I learned from my conversation with my daughter. And I wanted to share it with any of you that might be struggling with those natural fears that come with anything you're wanting to try, but maybe scared to try. And so, start thinking what's the best that can happen and move forward that way. And if you liked this Periscope, I have on my website, kellyfrance.com, I have a confidence video. If that's something you're struggling with, that's something I really am passionate about. I feel like if more women had confidence, we could do some major damage in this world. And so if you struggle with that, I have a free video on kellyfrance.com. Just hop on my newsletter and you'll get that free video. And thanks you guys so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful to you. And we'll see you next time. Bye.